Welcome to another morning. Rise and shine. It's time to grind. What's going on, y'all? It's freezing out here. It's like 14 degrees. And you can see how big that order is. Let's hope they're not going into an apartment building, y'all. Hope with me. Come on now. So I'm going to get this stuff in here and I'm going to be on the road. Let there be light. Hey, man, I need to take like 2 weeks off because it's cold. We are like below freezing for the next 2 weeks. We might have a couple of days where we're a little bit over that. I don't like it. I don't like winter, but it's January. That also means tax season. We hate that, don't we? Nobody likes tax season. Who wants to deal with tax season? Especially when you got these side gigs, right? But we got to deal with it. You got to pay your taxes now. Don't play with them. They'll mess you up. They'll bypass the millionaires and the billionaires to come get the $100 heirs, you know? That's how they do, keeping us down. But anyway, a lot of us are used to going to tax preparers, tax preparation people. When you are getting multiple incomes, you kind of graduate from dealing with tax preparers because they're used to W-2 people. You got to really find one that works with a lot of business people because they're going to know more of the ins and outs on that and how to save you money. Very important. So ask those questions. Just don't go to H&R Block or some of these other ones because they are used to the W-2 people, and they're gonna make you pay a lot of money when you should be getting a lot of write-offs, right? So I recommend a CPN. CPN deals with both. They deal with a lot of businesses and a lot of regular W-2 people. You know, you're in a 1099 crowd now, so you want to go ahead and upgrade. You upgrade your income, so now you got to upgrade your tax person and check out a CPN. I'm gonna tell you right now, the $100 days is pretty much over for paying for the tax stuff. Now it's going to be about $400, but they should be worth their weight in gold and know how to write off a lot of stuff. Like, you can write off a lot of things. This is not advice. That's why I'm telling you to go talk to an expert. But they'll tell you things like, you know, you kind of are a work from home person now, so percentages of your electricity and your gas and your phone bills and all of that, your maintenance on the car, save all your receipts for the maintenance on your car. Try to keep up with your mileage, you know, and I'm telling you things that I kind of don't do in an organized fashion, right? I just know a roundabout picture. I drive about 3,000 miles a month. I spend $25 a day in gas. You know, these are general practices, so I can get that information, I can do the math, but am I keeping like all the receipts to everything? No, not really. So I can really amp it up myself, because you can also write off some of your clothing, some of your, you know, your shoes. You can do, you know, if you go to a CPA, they're gonna ask you these questions. You're not gonna have to like, oh, what about this, what about that? They're gonna ask you the questions. And my person is a tax preparer that is sort of like a CPN because she knows what she's doing. However, even though that is the case, they can still come back and say you owe this much money, and it's after you spent your refund. So keep that in mind. You don't want to just spend. You want to make sure things are good. You don't want to be, get that letter saying, "Oh, you owe another $500." That's happened to me. It's not fun, but I'll think about some more tips, and then I will be right back because I'm almost here at my delivery. Don't want to pass it up. Okay, so let me tell y'all a story. It's kind of a horror story for people. I'm not even scared of the IRS no more. I had my run-ins already, and that was back when I was working a W-2. So if you're not aware, if you're working a W-2, and it's just like DTE, it's like your energy company. They already have a picture of how much you make based on your last returns, right? And let's say you double what you earn. They're going, oh, you doubled your earnings? And you're at the same job? Well, I'm in sales. I've always been in sales. So you can double your earnings in sales, right? But the IRS don't think that way. I don't know what they think. So I filed my tax return for that higher amount, and guess what happened? They audited me for the last 3 years. 3 years I had to deal with that. But I was using a CPA, so I just sent my information. I let them know what was happening, and that's like the benefit of a CPA, because they guarantee or warranty. I don't know the words that they use. I don't want to say the word guarantee, but they will work. They will fix things that needs to be fixed if the IRS comes back. We'll say it that way. So, yeah, that happened 3 years in a row, right? And they fixed it. They didn't charge me to fix it, which most entities will. So I don't know if that's just them or if that's a normal thing to just fix what they've already worked on. But it was handled. But then after that, they just keep their eye on you. IRS keeps their eye on you, So now that I don't have a W-2 type of job, my income fluctuates. And they are always either saying, they never say, oh, you paid too much, here's an extra check back. It's always, oh, you were short this, you were short that. So I'm telling you this story to prepare you. That's a real thing, but it can happen at your job. Like I said, most people's jobs, you know what you're getting, year in, year out. They love it. I would hate that. I've never had that. I've always been in sales. I just always like to be able to know that if I want more, I can go get more. That's just what I need. I need that. I need to feel like there's no ceiling over me, that my income is locked. I don't like that feeling. But anyway, like I said, some people do. And the perfect matchup is if you marry someone that is the opposite of you. So they love their, what they know what they're getting in month out, and you're successful in your own right, bringing that higher money to the table. Hopefully you're getting like increases every year. You just got to keep building up every year, right? That's the plan. You don't want to be like, oh, I was good last year and I'm down this year. And this just kind of like all over the place, right? Kind of sporadic. So you always want to do a little bit better than the last year if you're going to be in sales or in any of these types of worlds, right? The 1099 world. But that is a real thing. You don't want to get on their audit awareness list. So that's why it's another good reason to go to a CPA and pay a little bit of extra money. And if you are a trader, a day trader, you're trading stocks or like FX trading, that's foreign exchange, foreign currencies and stuff. They might charge you $1,500 for a tax return. And I did that one year. They gave me a break because I didn't know any better. So I negotiated. I used those negotiation skills to work on that one. because that would have been ugly. So I don't trade forex no more. But I know my lessons. I learned some things that you can apply that to how you just invest with your 401k, stuff like that. But that's off topic. So yeah, go ahead and find you a nice, good CPA now. You know, you have till April. Some people like to get theirs done in January. All the W-2 people want to get theirs done in January. All of the business people take it to the limit, to April 15th. I'm telling you, because if you don't have a good person, you're gonna pay out of pocket. And if you do have a good person that knows how to write off what you need to be writing off, and things are taken care of appropriately and properly, you might get a check. Yeah, I said that. Look into it, go talk to somebody about it. And you know, I don't have no advice because I don't have no knowledge. That's one realm of area that I just stay away from. I will just let somebody else handle the tax stuff because I don't know nothing about it. Things change every year. It's like books of pages of like tax law, and I can't keep up with that. I need to focus on building revenue for myself with what I'm doing day to day. I don't have time to be doing research on tax stuff. And I got friends that do their own taxes, and it blows my mind. I know that they have a W-2 situation, but even then, you can still, you still don't know what you can write off and you know, what you're losing if you're just doing it yourself, because they busy, they work full-time job, they're not studying tax law, so I know they're missing stuff. But, you know, to each his own. And what's your own? All right, take care. That's it for this one. Please subscribe, and let's ride. Take care.